Hello, this is Sheshachalam from Astroguide Mysore. Today I'll be discussing another peculiar combination of Daridra Yoga. This is a Daridra Yoga which forms because of, as I said, a very peculiar combination of dispositors. So, here the main three actors for this Daridra Yoga are the Trik Here the Maraka is nowhere involved. Because the earlier Daridra Yogas, the Marakas were involved. The Marakas are the second and the seventh lords. The Trik that is the Trik lords, Trik, Trik lords are the sixth, the eighth, and the 12th lords. The sixth and the eighth and the 12th lords are called as the most tough malefics for a chart. They give very tough times to the native. So how come this is a peculiar Daridra Yoga is, let us say, in any given chart, the sixth lord is posited somewhere, the eighth lord is somewhere, it will be posited somewhere. The owner of that particular sign, that is the ruler of that particular sign where the sixth, eighth, and the 12th lords are posited, there may be different rulers. They might be posited in the same sign or they might be posited in different signs. There might be three or, one or more than two or three planets also involved. That is, the ruling planet of the signs in which the 6th, 8th, and the 12th lords are posited are to be understood. I'll give you a very small example. Let us say for a given Lagna like Leo, the sixth lord is Saturn. And let us say Saturn is posited in Scorpio. Then Mars becomes the dispositor. And if Mars is badly posited in the chart, there are some rules. If in this case Mars is weakly posited, debilitated, and it's not just debilitation, and malefically disposed, that is, it should have a malefic disposition like Rahu along with it, associated by malefics, going through a bad avastha, and we need to see the ratio. This is only with regard to the sixth lord. I gave you the example. If the same thing happens to the eighth lord's dispositor and the 12th lord's dispositor, so in Leo's case, it is the Jupiter, the eighth lord, and if Jupiter was exalted in the 12th house and Moon, being the dispositor of Jupiter, was badly posited, let us say once again, and Moon badly posited and Mars badly posited, and let us say the other planet is good. So the ratio and proportion of the dispositors being badly posited gives us an estimation of how much the native will suffer or go through humiliation, distress, misery, severe dissatisfaction, frustration, or agony in the or during the dasha, that is the planetary period of the sixth lord, the eighth lord, and the 12th lord, not during the dasha bhukti of the dispositors only. Obviously, during the dasha bhukti of the dispositors, the native will go through difficulties, but during the particularly, this is a peculiar combination of Daridra Yoga. Peculiarly, during the planetary period of the sixth lord, the eighth lord, and the 12th lord, whenever it is happening, or the 12th lord, if the respective dispositors are badly posited, the native will go through extreme difficulties, bankruptcy, fear of going behind bars, penury, sudden humiliation in the society, going through deep distress and fleeing away from the place of birth or wherever he is staying. This is a very tough combination of Daridra Yoga. Let me explain once again. This is a Daridra Yoga in which we associate the sixth lord, the eighth lord, and the 12th lord, the Trik Adhipatis. The dispositors of the sixth, eighth, and the 12th are more important here. If these dispositors are badly posited, if they are weak in Shadbala, if they are weak in uh, their associations, that is conjunction, aspect, and position, and if they are weak in avastha, and if they are malefically associated with a Rahu or a Ketu, then the native will go through humiliation, distress, misery, severe dissatisfaction, frustration, and agony during the, not always, during the Dasha Bhukti, that is the planetary period of the sixth or the eighth or the 12th lords. And I have told you that this can also happen in the Dasha period of the dispositor, but this is more, seen uh, through the sixth lord, eighth lord, and the 12th lord. This is through the Daridra Yoga perspective. This is not through the dispositor perspective. But anyway, this is a very peculiar kind of a combination. So there are a lot of other yogas which actually nullify this. We need to study those things to understand how much of this yoga gets nullified. But for the while, this is how the yoga is formed. So thank you very much for today's class.